to sing a little bit today. Let's start today with singing. Okay, let's sing a little bit. Stronger harmony, please. This niggun is, this is the Rishner's niggun. Somehow the world calls the Baal Shem Tov's niggun. This is the Rishner niggun. Rabbi Yisrael of Rishon, whose Yortzeit is today, Gimel Cheshvan. And I want to sing one more niggun of his. We sang it a few weeks ago on a Friday morning. You'll recognize it. I'm so happy you're here, Jeremy. This is the Rishner's Nigun. Rabbi Yaakov Meir Shechter put these words to it. Ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai. Chaver, this is like a warrior on the front line, oiling his gun, sharpening his focus right now. Focus strong on these words. This is what we have. This is all we ever had. It's all we're ever gonna have. Ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, efes zulasai, abavai ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid mi levadoi, ein oid מפחד פיסוי ומשייס רשעים כסבי ויעוצו עצה וזו דברו דבר ולא יקום כי עמנו ויעוצו עצה וזו דברו דבר ולא יקום כי עמנו ויעוצו עצה וזו דברו דבר ולא יקום so it's a mess of fire, dabra dabar belay, Imanu so it's a mess of fire, dabra dabar belay, Imanu so it's a mess of fire, dabra dabar belay. So it's a bit of a dabro vela yakum ki ay so it's a bit of a dabro vela yakum ki ay so it's a bit of a dabro vela yakum Schluss of the Heilige Rishna should protect us. The Schluss of Chacham Avadia, Zechet Tzaddik Kodesh Devracha should protect us. The Schluss of the Aish Kodesh, who we're going into his Yortzeit, should protect us. The Schluss of every Tzaddik that's on the front line should protect us. Shmira Eliona. I want to say a few things before we see anything. Specifically this year, I'd like to dedicate Leilui Nishmas, one of the Kedoshos that was one of the Kedoshos, without getting into details. Hamevin Yavin, that was found later on. I just was notified yesterday, another daughter of a classmate of mine. I think her name is Avivit Bat Elad. I don't remember exactly. Tenishmas Atzura B'Tzura Chaim. First of all. What we're going to be seeing today, and I'm, every few hours something else, changes, but on Thursday, whoever wants to come with me, I'm going to be going pay Shiva calls around, and, or we're going to go, join Eliyahu Navi and Mashiach ben David to Mevaseh and Tchias HaMesim. And, one of the people that Be'ez Hashem we plan on visiting is the Rav that I mentioned to you on Monday, Rav Tamir Granot, the Rosh Hashiva of Orot Shaul in Tel Aviv. Thank you, Yosef. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol midbaro. Whose son Amitai was protecting and continues to protect Am Yisrael. Takes a lot of koyach right now to do anything, but there's certain things you do that when you do them, it takes away koyach from you. And there's certain things that you do, when you do them, you get more koyach. The Alter Rebbe says this a little bit differently, about two types of thoughts. The Alter Rebbe says there's a type of thought that the more you think it, the less space you have in your mind. It clogs up your capacity to think. Then there's the type of thought that the more you think it, the more room you have to think. And it is vodas a nefesh like never before right now, to plug ourselves in to koach, into things that give us more strength, and to think thoughts that make more space. It is of utmost importance. And different things work for different people, but there's one thing that works for all of us on the level of koach and a level of machshava. My machshavas of Ahavat Yisrael give me more room in my head. The scrolling does the exact opposite. Exact opposite. In terms of koach, there are a lot of things that we do that aren't giving us koach, they take away koach from us. But the koach, when we put into learning, B'Shem Kol Yisrael gives us more strength. It really does. So the fact that anyone's even sitting here is a testament to how strong we are. The fact that every davening has been like Ne'ilah in there, it's a testament to how strong we really are. And we are so strong. We are so strong. We have to be. And we have to be. And we're going to continue to be so strong. B'ezrat Hashem for many, many more years. For many more years. The type of strength. You see, when we come out of this, while we wipe out from the face of this earth evil, the newfound koach that we have, it's all b'shem Hashem. Everything's just the name of Kodesh Baruch Hu. So it's Hashem's koach that's stronger in the world. It's Hashem's thoughts. It's Hashem's love. It's Hashem's machshava that comes into the world. Stronger and stronger, with more and more precision, diuk, and with more love than whatever we knew before that existed in our hearts. Don't forget, I told the Chevron, I said over the last few days, document yourselves. Trust me, document yourselves. Everyone has a video camera. It's in your pockets right now. Pull it out, talk to you. Remind yourself right now for the future who you are right now. Not document yourself because you have to document. Am HaNetzach, we're here for the duration. Document yourself to give yourself koach in the future, to remind yourselves what you're made out of. That's what it is. And the Aish Kodesh documented himself. Boy, did he document himself. The most astonishing thing about learning any piece of Aish Kodesh is, did the Rebbe ever think that 80 years later, there'd be Yidden sitting all over the world, learning his words of chizuk and Torah, that were snuggled into that were put into a milk jug and a milk carton and, buried in the streets of Poland, right? We have the Aish Kodesh, we have the Rebbe, we have the Piasetzner Rebbe, Zecher Tzaddik Kodesh Livracha, arm in arm with us, saying, this, remember the commercial, this bud's for you? Smile, boys. This bud's for us. This bud's for us. It's for us. For right now. For right now. The lion has awoken. And there's no turning back from here. It's a lion of love. We know. We have no confusion. Right now, at least in this moment, this lion that is awake is a lion of love. And it's only going to continue to heal all the righteous people of the world. Maybe you're still a little bit confused. Give them strength to make the right choices, B'ezrat Hashem. But Hashem, only you could really, right now, and always, only you can do this. Only you. Anything, any koyach we have is only you. It's only from you. So please have Rachmanis on your kinderlach right now, please. There's something that we see from the Aish Kodesh, which talks about giving us strength. That it would seem that it's not giving us strength; it's doing the opposite. But be'emet, it's giving us strength. There's 2 sheets. I didn't have time to staple it. 2 sheets to pass these around. Take 2 and pass it down. From the Aish Kodesh, the Rebbe is going to address the very humane side that each believing Jew goes through. Like everyone, I've gotten like the same answer whenever anyone's asked what's going on. The answer is waves or cocktails of emotions. Yeah, the Rebbe had that too. The PSS and Rebbe had that also. And David HaMelech had that too. Just open up Sefer Tehillim. Histarta panecha hayiti nival. What do you mean Histarta? En hastarat panim. Hashem sholet al hakol. Yes, Hashem sholet al hakol. He created man the way He created man. And David Malka Mashiach says, when you hide your face, I go into shock. So, the voice, there's this world that says to you, there's no room for any behala. Slicha, David HaMelech gave us the Dalet Amot of Rishut to say, but yeah, if that's what you're feeling, all you got to do is speak about it to Hashem. Start the panecha iti nival. Elecha Hashem ekra vel Hashem etchanan. Shma Hashem v'chaneini. And at the end, hafachta mispedi l'macholi. Pitachta segiv ta'zreini simcha. Why? Leman yizamercha kavod v'lo idam. So I could sing your kavod in the world, and it should never be silent. Hashem lekai la'olam adeka. I'm always going to be the one that's going to be pointing these things out in the world. You see, Rebbeinu Shalom? We're always going to be those, always, that are going to praise your name of life to the world, your name of love and light to the world. That's what our boys are fighting for, and that's what we're fighting for as well. But there are times, the Rebbe says, that you find yourselves and you say, Hashem, it's really hard to do what I know you want me to do. It's really hard for me to do what I know you want me to do. This is from this Sefer, from Rav Granot, like I mentioned before. The quote that you have in the beginning is from a book that he wrote about how difficult it is to keep on going with passion and fire when the answers aren't coming right away. Not even right away. These words were written a few years into the Milchama. So look what he says here. You see where it says B'makom acher, the top of the page? B'makom acher v'misefer ha'admor, mesaper ha'admor b'mirirut. This is Rav Granot, Rav Tamir. In another place, מספר האדמו"ר במרירות על העצבות ועל התסכול האוחזים בו בסביבתו, כשהוא מגלה שככל שהצרות מתגברות ומתמשכות, כך מצטננת ההתלהבות ונעלמת התשוקה להתפלל ולעבוד את השם. As time goes by, and we're only, how long? 12 days? 13 days? So this is a few years in. He says, time is passing, it keeps on going. What ends up happening is mitztanenet. Anyone ever get a tzinun? Mitztanen? Cold. So what gets cold? Ha'itlavot, the passion. Menelemet ha'tshuka litpalel ve'lavot Hashem. And then what ends up going away is the fire to daven and to serve Hashem. Even though that's what we really want to be doing. That's what we want to be doing more than anything. Lo rak machmat mashber emuni. It's not that I don't have the fire and passion to serve Hashem because of the sfekos chalila that are going into my mind, because of doubts. Ela pashut mipnei she'en od koach. Just physically speaking, I don't have the koach. I don't have strength. I actually don't have strength. So this is what the Rebbe says. Amarnu b'Shabbat Kodesh etzel HaKiddush. The fact that they had a Kiddush on Shabbos is just not to be believed, right? חשבתי שבצרות כאלו, כשיבוא ראש השנה, I thought that in the time that we're in right now, then Rosh Hashanah would come, אז תפילות ישראל תהיינה ברעש ושפיכת הלב כזרם מים. I was sure we would be screaming Rosh Hashanah davening. אבל הן בטוחין אנו בהשם שפעלו התפילות, and even though we're certain that whatever we're able to daven, we davened and the work, מכל מקום את אשר ראו עינינו, אז קודם המלחמה יותר רעשו והתלהבו. We know what we're like before this. Does anyone here remember Hoshana Rabbah davening? We know we're capable, right? We know we're capable of to daven like soldiers. Mamash on passionate fire. גם ביותר שפיכת הלב התפללו תפילות ראש השנה מאשר שנה זו. The way we were davening before this Rosh Hashanah, the Rebbe seems to say is like, it was with so much more passion than what came on to us now. Pashut hu, the Rebbe says, it's simple. Because we are absolutely, what's the right word when you say hatash, leot mutash? More, like excruciatingly wiped, tired, exhausted. אבל מכל מקום, גם חוץ מזה רואים שבכלל גם ראש השנה וגם השבת תשובה אינן בעירה וההתלהבות כמו אז. But Hashem, we're in it, we're with you, but the Rosh Hashanah and Shabbat Shuvah is not the same. ואיזה סיבות ישנן לזה? And there's reason for this. אחד, כי דוד המלך אמר, ביום קראתי ותהנני, תרהיבני בנפשי עוז. David HaMelech says, on the day that I call out to you, and then you answer me, you give in my soul such strength. That's why, remember we always say, Hashem Hoshia, HaMelech Ya'anenu, when? B'yom Koreinu. Why? So the answer here is because it's, when I get the answer, when I get it right away, then the amount of strength I have to continue going is unbelievable. One more reason, we always say, Hashem Hoshia, B'yom Koreinu, answer me today, because today I'm standing in front of you and I'm calling and I'm talking to you. I don't know if I'll have koach to do this tomorrow. That's how Reb Shlomo used to say. I don't know if I'm going to have the koach to do this tomorrow, but today I know I do. So Hashem Hoshia, HaMelech Yanin B'yom Koreinu, because I'm calling out to you right now. So the Rebbe is saying, when I get that immediate answer, it's not me, it's not the K'tan Emunah, the small believer that says, it's so important that I should be answered immediately. David HaMelech says, B'yom karati v'ta'aneni. On the day that I'm calling out to you and you answer me, tarhiveni benafshi oz. כשאיש ישראל מתפלל ונענה בתפילתו, אז מתחזק ומתלהב אחר כך בשאר תפילותיו. For your sake, Hashem, do you know what's going to happen to the rest of my davening afterwards? More and more and more. מה שאין כן, כשמתפללים, ולא די שלא נענים, רק עוד הצרות יותר מתרבות, רחמנא ליצלן, when we see that we daven and we're not being answered, נופל לב האדם ואינו מתעורר בתפילותיו, then my heart sinks and I don't wake up with davening. Another reason, סיבה ב', היא כמו שכבר דיברנו. Like we said in Parshat Shoftim, Tafshin Aleph, that means the summer of 1941, שלכל דבר, גם לאמונה וגם לשמחה, צריכים איש שהוא יאמין והוא ישמח. You need שמחה for these things. מה שאין כן כשכל האיש נרצץ ונרמס, אין מי שישמח. But when there's barely anyone left, and the body itself is broken, there's not enough strength to be happy. Now, I want to say something and point out a very stark difference right now to where we're at right now. Okay? Nachon. I'm being very limited with my words right now, and I hope everyone understands, okay? Nachon. This blow אף אחד מאיתנו אפילו לא מבין. None of us. It's impossible to understand. Not why, to even understand the magnitude of what took place, right? But we're not near tzatz, and we're not near mas. We are not, the people, forget anyone sitting in the lead. Hashem should have big rachmanis on the leadership right now, the so-called leadership. The people are stronger than ever. The Am is stronger than ever. The Tzava, the Chayalim, it's all B'Shem Hashem. Stronger than ever. We're not near Tzatz and near Mas. They were. The fact that he's even able to say a word in here is just, lo muvan me'elav. But we're not. And right now, we have the ability to keep on davening strong, to receive the godly counsel to anyone that's calling any shot here. But I'm not worried, because at the end of the day, those that are protecting us, they're not going to stop. Lo ya'azor ma. They're not going to stop. One of our very close friends that protected us here for years called me yesterday from down there. He's been there from Shabbos morning when he heard, and he drove down. And he said to me something so, it was one of the holiest conversations. It was 15 minutes, 16 minutes. I took a screenshot of it because this is the conversation that absolutely gave me the koach elyon to that when I'm on a wave of strength, I'm there, right? He said to me, תשמע, אני מרגיש שאני לא זז מפה. אף אחד לא יזוז מפה עד שאנחנו... You can imagine, right? And then he said to me, אבל אני מרגיש שאני כאילו, אין כבר לב. אין לי כבר, אני לא יכול פה לב יהודי וצלם אנוש, you know. I can't have this Jewish heart here right now. אין לב. I'm going in there that we have to go and take care of business. I said to him, תגיד לי, אתה דפוק? אתה מטומטם? אתה מחזיר את הלב של עם ישראל כשאתה מדבר ככה. אתה מחזיר את הצלם אנוש כשאתה מדבר ככה. You're restoring back the Jewish heart. How do you say צלם אנוש? The image of man, right? Image of humanity. I say, אתה עושה את זה, אתה אפילו לא יודע את זה, אתה עושה את זה למען שמו באהבה. And he stops, he's like, וואלה, אני לא מאמין מה שאתה אומר לי. אתה מסביר לי בדיוק את מה שכולנו פה מרגישים, אבל אין לנו מילים לזה. The guy is not holding by שניים מקרי אחד תרגום, you understand? And none of his חבר'ה are. In fact, when he said, אני חייב להתקשר לרב שלי, they said to him, תגיד לי, מה, כבר השתגעת? תחילת המלחמה כבר השתגעת? He's like, לא, חכו. He had me write down to him, פסוקים, אבינו מלכנו, נקום, all the things that we speak about that represent the most beautiful Jewish heart that's not near tzatz, not near mas. And he's now sharing that with all of his chevra that are on the front line right now. He's like, חבר'ה, לא שאיבדנו לב, הפוך. אנחנו חוזרים ללב. חוזרים ללב. So, when the Rebbe writes this there, I say back to the Rebbe, is giving me koach, right? And I say back to the Rebbe, and Rebbe, 80 years later, we're here because we're not ever going to be nirtzatz v'nirmas. Ever. The only thing that puts into us the weakness is the thumb, the scroll, the pachad, all that. Ein od milvado. And Hashem, you see us, we have every legitimate reason to be so weak and so uninspired and so not having any strength to daven and to do anything. About this campaign called One Family has only begun. Remember, we're taking upon ourselves every day to say whatever I'm feeling now is only going more and more and more tomorrow. This achdus, this love. We each take it upon ourselves. This is nothing. It's only going to be more and more and more of this and more of this after all this balagan. More. Lanetzach. Forever. For le'olmei ad. Le'olmei ad. For the sake of the Rebbe. For the sake of everything in the world. But really, like the last 3 words I wrote to him and the 3 words that shook him to his core and boomeranged back to me, more powerful than ever. He's like, Wala, nachon. He said, nachon. Leman shmo be'ahava.
Just want to make a distinction. 100% the achdut. But achdut does not mean agreement.
We all know that.
No, I'm just saying is that
this has nothing to do with agreement.
I understand, but there's a way, but if the other person senses that we're coming from a place of achdut while we're disagreeing, so it's a different kind of disagreement. That's what I'm saying.
Odlo, it's just the beginning of this. Whatever we understand, it hasn't even been fully revealed to us. We're forcing a hidgalut, so to speak. Like whatever we thought we understood about love of anything is only a revelation from above. All the definitions we have, they're helpful to a certain extent, אבל זה עדיין לא זה. זה לא זה. Let me just see if we could. I think that what weakens us at times, is that we're still looking at the world saying, where are you? And David HaMelech didn't look at the world and say, where are you? And anyone that goes out, B'Shem Hashem Tzvakos, trusts Hashem Yodeh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows. Hashem knows who has it in him to choose good over evil, to trust light over darkness. And I trust the Ribono Shel Olam. And I trust all this tzaddikim that he gave me. I trust all the stuff he gave me. But I'm looking with eyes like this to Hashem and saying, Ribono Shel Olam, you know that the most precious thing in the world is when a Yid cries out to you and calls to you with passion and strength. So for your sake, for you, don't break us. Don't let us be broken. You know what? To really say those words. Hashem Yisbarach, you told us through the tzaddikim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu nit'aveh litfilatan shel tzaddikim. God, you have a taiva. You have some things that I have like a taiva. You love so much. You get such a chibur of the justification of creating the whole world when you hear people calling out to you with full emunah that it's only you. But when we're broken and we're weak, there's no koach to do it. You see a strong people right now, and everyone's calling to you. So Hashem Yisbarach, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down doesn't just mean don't make sure that this wins. Don't let me down, and the pnimius means don't let me down. Don't ever let there be a situation that there's no koach in the heart of a Jew to pray for your sake. And that's really what I wanted to, you could you look at the next page on your own, but what I really wanted us to get to right now is to remember that the more strength I have to daven, then the more strength that I have to daven. And that leads to having more strength to daven. The less strength I have to daven leads me to having less strength to daven, leads me to have less strength to do what HaKadosh Baruch Hu receives pleasure from. If this whole dream called coming back to Eretz Yisrael and building this country isn't completely redefined in its core as a Leman Shemo Be'ava entity, then it'll be, again, quiet for a while and back and forth. And there's an opportunity right now to instill within the Am a sense of Leman Shmo Be'ava. Leman Shmo Be'ava. May we merit to have more koach, May we merit to have thoughts that give us more space. And Bezrat Hashem Yitbarach, to continue to hold on to each other. Us holding on, and that's what he said to me. Tachziku et atzmechem, anachnu machzikim otchem. That's what he told me. That's what every chayal is saying. Tachziku et atzmechem, anachnu machzikim otchem. Aval tachziku et atzmechem. And Hashem looks down and he says to any angel that ever have a prosecution on creation of man, the giving of the Torah, the chosenness of Am Yisrael, and Hashem says to the angels, what are you going to say now? What are you going to say now? Is there anything more perfect in the world? Is there anything more exact? Is there anything more gorgeous? Hashem turns to the prosecuting angels and he says, you understand why I did the whole thing? You understand? This is our time. Our time. I love each and every one of you. Gabriel, I love you very much. We all love each other. We all have our backs. Let's keep on going stronger than ever. Ever.